Welcome back to ESP32 plus Walkthrough tutorial series, and this is the third tutorial. In the previous tutorial we started blinking the LED with ESP32. We also know about the setup and wide loop and what are the GPI pins, what it do, and everything we understood it. In this episode we are going to learn one of the most important skills in embedded development, debugging, using the serial monitor. Serial monitor is basically communication between your ESP32 and your system, and that displays what are the outputs are going, what are the inputs are coming to ESP32, and displays on the serial monitor. When your program does not behave the way you wanted it to expected to do it, the serial monitor is your first line of investigation. By the end of this episode you will know how to send a message from ESP32 to your computer in a real time, and use those messages to understand exactly what your code is doing, or if you want to run it for a certain command and it is not running that, you can also tweak it and make some changes to show that on the serial monitor. So basically, what is the serial monitor? Before we touch any code, let's understand the serial communication which is happening between ESP32 and your system or PC or laptop, whatever device you are using. So the thing is, it sends the data back to your system. Just like I said it before, the simple serial monitor is a simple window that shows on the side, or you can open it using your arduino software environment. When you will install it, I already installed in my laptop. I will show you how you can download it and install in your laptop. So we will go through that as well. Think it as a text console or terminal that gives you a live view of inside running program in your ESP32. Like ESP32 is running certain commands, what is happening in the current situation, which command is coming first, as we studied before, that void setup just runs once and loop runs again and again and again. That's why it's called loop. So if loop is going again and again in the serial monitor, it shows that what is happening exactly. So you can give the live view of inside your running program without whatever it's running. So without wasting any time, the thing is that we use two commands. The We will add the command of Serial.begin, and we will run the Serial.begin, and after that we will run the Serial.print. That Serial.begin, this command usually that initiate, that I want to initiate the serial monitor, and Serial.print that shows on the serial that what is exactly happened. Okay, so let's go to the computer screen and I will show you how to do it. So last time we created this tutorial, I'm gonna go back to my project. Where is it? If I go to docs, these are the docs and my projects. Last time we used this blink LED. I'm gonna open it again. So here we have it. Okay, this is the code we write. So the things that we are going to make changes in this. Okay, this code is gonna be remaining same. This code is going to be remain same, and I will add something to it, and we can see that on a serial monitor, and it will open up here, and you will see that on the screen. So let's write something that I'm going to show you. First of all, this is going to remain same, and we are going to add one line here, which is very simple line: initiate blink count, integer blink underscore. Remember, you cannot add just space. I'm gonna just blink count, and that's it, 0. Okay, I'm gonna add like 0. It's for the serial monitor, and here equal to, here semicolon, sorry, here 0 and semicolon, And down here in void setup and this void loop, we're gonna add things. First of all, in void setup, between these parentheses here, or you can add before that pin out, I suggest you should add here so it will be easy for you. First of all, you need to add serial begin, serial begin. Here you have to write, normally we write 9600, but for ESP32 it's different. It's 115200. It's because of the frequency of clock speed or like that. So let's get started. We are going to add one more thing, which is LED pin. We added it as an output. Let's go to the loop section. Here we are going to add blink count plus plus, blink count plus plus. In this way we are going to add the increment. What this blink count actually means when we talk about it, just like that we add it here, we need to add the same name here. Let me copy this name and put it here. So I think I made a little bit mistake. I have to write it in this way so you can understand better. First letter is capital, blink count equal to 0. I added this plus plus. Plus plus is mean that incrementation, like it will increase, not just add. It will increase, go in an incremental way. If I add negative negative, it will go in a decrement way, like increase and decrease. That's how these commands works. So now what I'm gonna do, add a command serial.print. I'm gonna make it a little bit serial serial.print, serial.print dot print. What I'm gonna print, LED on. LED on here because the LED is going high, and after a delay I will write again the same command, but I will write serial print line LED off. That's it. So these are the same serial will show on a serial monitor when I will run this command or run this program. Let me just save it as a copy, and I will with serial. So you have the previous tutorial and new tutorial. I'm gonna save it. So let's just run it. I'm gonna initiate. I am getting error because we did have some errors in the code. So what we are going to do, here we forgot the semicolon. We always forget that semicolon. Just remember that, don't make that mistake. So we want to print the serial print line, and here we go. This here we have to add inverted commas on both sides, here as well and here as well. This is the proper way to print. When I will attach an LED LCD 16 by 4 16 by 2, you will see how the LCD print this and everything. So let's start the simulation and see what errors are we are going to get this time. Right now it's compiling the project. Here we are getting another error, different one, this unexpected error semicolon before begin. Here serial begin semicolon, and we also have this is the error. I think we should remove this semicolon. We are getting the error. Oh, okay, serial.begin, it should be like that. I'm making these mistakes and I hope you will not make these mistakes again, just like I'm making it. So just be careful with that. Okay, now I think everything is okay. Let's start the simulation. It's compiling the project again and hopefully the LED will blink. I'm making these mistakes live so you can see. As you can see, automatically the serial monitor turns on, comes here and it shows the LED. As LED turns on, it shows LED turns on, and when it goes off, it shows the LEDs turns off. This is the way the ESP or any Arduino board is connected to your PC or a laptop. You can check it what is actually happening when the code is running, so you can also monitor your code here. So there are some limitations to it, but you can see many things here. As you can see, the LED turns on. Here it shows LED on and off. You can also let me stop this simulation. You can make it everything capitalize. LED on, LED off. So I will start the simulation again. See, the code is running again. LED on, LED off, LED on, LED off. If you change it, like if you change the delay here, it's 1 second. I will change it to 500 millisecond. So you can see the blinking rate will become faster, and you will also see in the serial monitor it will also run fast. See, LED is turning, blinking on and off faster, and it's also showing here. So that's how the serial monitor works. It's a simple way to show you. In the next tutorial we will study further and make a different project which will be all about GPIO LED buttons. I will connect the button. When we press the button, the LED will turn on or not. So we are going to study that. So keep watching my videos and subscribe to my channel.